What's good, mind speakers, and shout out to all my new subscribers out there. Welcome to another episode of THiNK, where I talk about whatever comes to my mind because that's just how my fucking brain works. Ready, let's go. So of course, in case you've been living under a rock or some shit, everybody knows MEEK Mill's on the first thing smoking back to REMY land for violating his probation from when he was riding dirt bikes in the street with his niggas in New York. I see a lot of people that are like happy about MEEK Mill going back to jail, and I think it's gross. I don't think there's any reason why anybody should be happy that MEEK Mill is going back to jail, especially for 2 to 4 years for riding dirt bikes in the street, which is something they do in Philly all the time, granted. But I mean, New York, the rules are different, and he should have known better. And he does constantly put himself in bad situations when it's like, hey, if you know there's a target on your back, you need to behave like there's a target on your back, you know what I'm saying? But either way, I think it's gross because he's talented, he's a father, and he does do his best to get back to his community in Philly. I mean, even a couple days before he got sentenced to 2 to 4 years in prison, he took a bunch of kids to the Sixers game from the Boys and Girls Club in Philly. So, but at the same time, he's consistently made bad decisions. Even last time when he turned in that cold glass of Poland Spring for his piss test, and Nikki had to testify to get him off, you know what I'm saying? It just sucks. So instead of passing judgment, just send a prayer for MEEK Mill, and hopefully he can get out and start living his life right. Speaking of jail, ever since he's gotten let out of jail, I've seen multiple pictures of old-ass O.J. Simpson living his best life partying with a bunch of white women. Now, it's no secret that O.J. loves to play in the snow, and that's fine. However, for obvious reasons, I have a couple questions, and they're not really for O.J., but to the girls he's been partying with, taking pictures with, why exactly do you want to walk into the jaws of death? Like, for me personally, if I got an invitation to, you know, head down to George Zimmerman's house for Thanksgiving, I'd take a pass. I'm not just gonna head down and spend time with the family from Get Out. Like, I know what happens to people like me when they go in that direction. So wouldn't you just take that note and not? I don't know, maybe it's just me. So you guys probably did see a few weeks ago, Kim Kardashian had her Halloween costumes and whatever, boom, boom. For what I saw, she was Madonna, she was Selena, which really showed off her disgusting 6-to-1 ass-to-thigh ratio, and she was Aaliyah. And of course, she has the money to pull off all 3 of those looks effortlessly. Except for the Selena, because she can't dance because her rhythm was super trash. Apparently, a lot of black people were angry at Kim Kardashian for dressing up as Aaliyah and calling it cultural appropriation. 2 things. 1, white Kardashian stance. When black people are talking about cultural appropriation, you take your top lip, you take your bottom lip, and you make them touch, because you have no right to tell us what we can and cannot be offended by. However, I am not white. So, second, black people. The thing about outrage is that it has power, but every time you use it, if you overuse it, you're gonna weaken it. So if you're constantly screaming cultural appropriation over shit that's not, people are gonna stop paying attention to it, which is kind of what has been done with cultural appropriation, because the point has kind of gotten lost. But that's a conversation for another time. All I'm gonna say is, what Kim Kardashian did was in no way, shape, or form was it cultural appropriation. She literally just put on the Try Again outfit, and low-key, every girl nowadays dresses like Aaliyah. So like, whatever, it was dope. Kim felt the need to validate people's concerns, which I felt was, I guess, you know, a choice. And she decided to put something up on the internet that basically said, Aaliyah was such an amazing singer and she will forever be a music legend. I saw online that some people were mad, yada yada boom boom. I wasn't dressing up as a race or a color. I think it's great, so please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. I play all types of music on my home so that way my kids will be exposed to so much crap. We don't see color in my home. It's all love and respect. That's where we gotta stop, kids. You know, Kimberly, Noelle, I've almost had your back, because I don't subscribe to blind Kardashian hate. Like, I don't see the point in why a lot of people hate the Kardashians. However, we don't see color. How many times do we have to tell y'all not to say that? Because that's dumb. When you say, I don't see color, that basically says, it makes me uncomfortable that life is different for you than it is for me. So if you will allow me, I would like to ignore the differences between us and like to pretend that everything is great, and therefore ignore the struggles of your existence. And no, you're not allowed to do that. And second, Kim, if anyone sees color, we know it's you. What else does Nick Cannon and Ray J and Reggie Bush and Miles Austin and half of Chris Humphries and Kanye and Chloe and everyone else that you've been involved with? They're all black. You definitely see color, girl. We know you see color. So how are you gonna turn around and say you don't? You almost exclusively see color. Ugh. Like, you don't understand how frustrating that phrase is. So if you are not black, please, please, please take heed. Your black friends do not want to hear you say I don't see color. We actually want you to see color. We don't want you to just erase it because it makes you uncomfortable. No, that's a piece of our identity. What the fuck? So Amazon's tripping. Apparently they're introducing a new feature called Amazon Key, which will allow Amazon to install some shit onto your house, which then will allow the delivery driver to have this key to enter your house and to put your package inside your house. I understand people don't want their shit stolen. Like if you order a brand new batch of Funko Pops from the entire Martin DVD series, you know, you want it to make it to your house. You don't want people stealing shit. How in the ever? You're smoking dicks if you think I'm giving somebody the keys to my house. Like, I would never give somebody entry into my house. I would never give somebody entry into my house, because how do I know that you guys are taking the proper steps to make sure that the people that are coming into my house are trustworthy? What is that, just gonna be a question on the application like, have you ever stolen? Nah, like, no, like, niggas are gonna lie on that too, like, especially in a world where Uber has proven itself to not be trustworthy when it was supposed to be the safe option for women to get around at night, and Uber drivers then turned out to be a new form of evil. There is no way I would allow somebody to have keys to my house where my mom is, or my sister is, or my girlfriend, or my kids. Like there's zero shot. And maybe I've been watching too many black movies like Menace to Society and set it off, but if you let somebody see inside of your house, that's definitely a lick, and they could definitely call somebody back to set you up and actually rob it. Like, no shot, I'm good. I'll just take the chance of somebody stealing the Dragon Ball Z memorabilia off my doorstep. I'm completely fine. Remy Ma debuted her new single called Wake Me Up featuring Lil' Kim, and you know, there was a lot of buzz around this single for a couple reasons. First, I heard that the song was sampling Queen Bitch, so when I heard that, expectations went from here to here. I was like, whoa, like, Queen Bitch is one of the best female rap songs of all time. That's just the truth. It's one of the best Lil' Kim songs of all time. That's just the truth. And also, we all know that Biggie wrote it. If you didn't know Biggie wrote it,
I am a diamond cluster hustler, queen bitch, supreme bitch, kill a nigga for my nigga by any means, bitch, murder scene bitch, clean bitch, disease-free bitch, check it.
Well, now you know. And then I heard people saying that it was a Nicki Minaj diss track. I don't think it's meant to be a Nicki Minaj diss track, but if you ask me if there are bars in there that are going at Nicki, I'm gonna tell you yes, even though Remy's gonna tell you no. But whatever, regardless of who it's about, the song is trash. I'm tight that the song is trash because, first of all, Lil' Kim doesn't even have a verse in the song, which is like, why wouldn't you take that opportunity to have a verse? Like, grab a writer and put up a verse. Like, why are you only on the hook? Second of all, Lil' Kim is doing those dumbass R2-D2 vocals again. Nobody wants those vocals, Kim. Nobody wants those. I don't know who told Lil' Kim that we still want those vocals, but I've been wanting her to stop doing them vocals since she did that song Down Low with T-Pain, and that was in like 09. Like, no more of that. And third of all, Remy's flow is weird. Like, when she used Biggie's flow in the first verse, that was fine, but my problem with Remy's music is that I just feel like she just has a litany of composition notebooks full of lyrics that she wrote down during her 7 winters and 6 summers stay in jail, and so she'll really want to say a bar, but it doesn't flow right, and she'll still cram it in there. Like, nope, like, no. Rap is like a puzzle. If it don't fit there, you can't just put it there, and Remy will just stamp it there and leave it. Like, you can't do that. So I know a lot of people want to gas it for the impact. I know a lot of people want to gas it just because they hate Nicki or whatever. For whatever reason you want to gas it, I'm not accepting that though. I know that Remy is a great rapper. I just haven't seen where Remy is making great music yet. You know what I mean? I want her to make great music. And this is another instance to me where I don't feel like the music is matching up to her talent. So I think it's whack and I want better. Sorry. Apparently Playboi Carti and Blac Chyna are dating. You know, there's a lot to be said about why these new rappers get this new money and spend it all on the same old hoes. Like, I don't understand why they do that. Like, and that's no shade to any of the girls that are recycled. Y'all out here, you're getting your money. Like, I'm not mad. But for me, you know, if I got a hold of some new money, I want to be Prince about it. Like, I would want to pull a new girl out of nowhere and everybody be like, where did she come from? Like, that's how I feel about it. But Playboi Carti is 21 years old, born in 1996. That means when Blac Chyna was on World Star 10 years ago picking up bottles of Grey Goose with her ass cheeks, Playboi Carti was 11, sitting on the floor Indian style watching High School Musical or some shit. Like, he was a full child. So you get money, now you're out here and you run into the arms of Blac Chyna when you know she just got finished scamming Rob Kardashian. Right before that, she tattooed Future's name on her hand. Before that, she was with Tyga, but before that, she was like Young Money passed around. Like, I'm just saying in general, she got her wearing your chain and shit. So, I mean, even if it's a publicity stunt, I just don't get it. You know, I have a taint more respect for Amber Rose than I do for Blac Chyna because I do not feel like Amber Rose has the same objectives in life as Blac Chyna does. I feel like Amber Rose is a boss and has a purpose and has really built herself from the ground up since she left Kanye. She doesn't really need 21 Savage, you know what I'm saying? She just happened to fall in love with him, so it is what it is. But we just all know that Blac Chyna is a scammer. So if I'm Playboi Carti, I would take all that Magnolia money and stuff it up somewhere in the bank where Blac Chyna will never be able to access, and never let Blac Chyna see the 3-digit code in the back of the card. Just put your thumb over the card, B. Now we're gonna move it along to put you on. As usual, if you have any songs that you want to put me on, hit me up on any of my social media, Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook. I'm everywhere as 20 Days of June. Let me know what you're listening to because I love hearing new music and I want to hear what's hot out in these streets. Since I know a lot of my new subscribers are here because of my last video, which had a lot to do with female rap, and female rap has brought a lot of positivity into my life, especially within the last couple days, but really over my entire life, I'm deciding to go over a few of my best female rap tracks that are out right now because the girls are really killing it. Nicki Minaj Minaj and Lil Uzi Vert dropped the Way Life Goes remix, she's giving me Beat Me Up Scotty flow. But this also reminds me of an era when people used to rap on everyone else's beats, you know what I'm saying? Like, now everyone's really just flooding out original content and not wanting to have to pay this person and that person. You know, the industry is very complicated, but back in the day, if you put out a song, your beat was not safe, just like Donk was completely snatched by Nicki when she put out Itty Bitty Piggy. So I think that's super dope. Young M.A dropped Walk. Whoa, like a smash. Like, I play this song probably 3 times a day. Like, it's literally like the story of how she feels since she dropped Ooh, people counting her out, like what she was doing, trying to figure out how she's gonna make the next step. And she's rapping. Like, Young M.A is to me, she's the next best female rapper to come up. But people have their hang-ups over, like, you know, masculine expression versus feminine expression and all that other shit. I don't give a fuck. Young M.A could rap her ass off. Malibu Mitch dropped her song called Guapamole. I love this song because it's got like a circusy type beat, but she's also going off on it because we know Malibu Mitch is very Bronx and she's giving you all of that. You know, I said she reminds me of Nicki Minaj early, like playtime is over, sucker free Nicki Minaj type, like really early when it's like just raw New York energy. That's why I just love Malibu Mitch. And the video's dope. It's got like a whole like Joker and Harley Quinn theme, like, so check that out as well. And Dreezy dropped Spar with Black and Kodak Black, which I kind of wish Kodak Black wasn't on it, but he's last. You can kind of just skip it once he gets there. But Dreezy, also from Chicago, we all know Dreezy raps her ass off and she doesn't get the credit she's due, so please go listen to Spar as well. You can find all these songs in my new Spotify playlist called Femme Noir, because we all get caught up in the I stand Kim, I stand Remy, I stand Eve, I stand Nicki, nah, fuck your faith, fuck your faith. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we're all here because we're fans and we love and respect the power of the black woman's expression in music, and that is what female rap is. So this playlist is kind of a large playlist, but it's full of songs from everybody from Kim, Remy, Nicki, Lisa Left Eye Lopez, who doesn't get her respect, Heather B, Emil, with some of her best verses, you know, are Jay-Z songs, and Jay-Z doesn't have his songs on Spotify, so they're not there. And even new girls like Rico Nasty and LaKaylee 47. There's so much history when it comes to female rap, and I just want us all to know that we all love the same thing. We all love black women, and that's why we're here. So please go follow me on Spotify, follow Femme Noir on Spotify, and just listen and just love the music, and don't participate in the stan wars when you're listening to it. Just vibe it out. And that's it for this week's Think Tank. As usual, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. If not, suck a dick, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Deuce. Ding ding ding, in the right corner, women's champ, pink wig and thick ass at 5'2", we have Nicki Minaj. And in the left corner, we have, in the black wig, your regular schmegular degular girl from the Bronx, Cardi B. Like ding ding ding.